perfluoroalkyl substances that are used in making many consumer products. Consider the following statements. So in this context, before getting into the statements, let's understand more about these perfluoroalkyl substances. So if you observe this particular term, perfluoroalkyl substances or polyfluoroalkyl substances, these are the substances which has the greater and strongest bond between the carbon and again the fluorine. From the name itself you can understand that particular substances consists of the fluorine, and also being the alkyl substance, it definitely going to have a carbon. So the bond between the carbon and again the fluorine of these substances are so strong, which made them to be not to get degenerate or decomposed in the earth naturally. So these are not non-degradable substances. That means they are going to be persist for longer times in the earth. And also these substances are also found to be widely observed in the drinking water, food, and again different food packaging materials. Why they widely observed in drinking water and food? It is because as these are being the non-degenerative substances, they can persist on earth for a longer period of time, and they are found to be get observed and greatly contaminate the food and again the drinking water. So in this context, let's see the different statements. So perfluoroalkyl substances are found to be widespread in drinking water, food, and food packaging materials. So it is a correct statement. Followed by these substances are not easily degraded in the environment. It is also a correct statement. As I told you before, the bond between the carbon and again the fluorine is so strong, which made them into non-degradable substances. So it is also a correct statement. So 1, 2 are the correct. So let's try these. Persistent exposure to these substances can lead to bioaccumulation in the different animal bodies. It is also a correct one, because these substances being the non-biodegradable, as these are not going to get degenerate simply, or they'll take a very long years to get degenerate. Whenever the animals which will feed on this contaminated food or the drinking water, these substances will going to accumulate in the bodies of these animals, especially in the liver and again the kidney, and this accumulated food will get passed on from one animal to other animal through different trophic levels, which lead to the bioaccumulation of these particular substances. So that's what it has given, that persistent exposure to these substances can lead to bioaccumulation in the animal bodies. Yes, it's true. It is because these substances will show the bioaccumulation in the animal bodies because these are non-degenerative in nature. So all of them are the correct statements. So option D is the correct one.